Katt Williams has raised serious concerns about what he says is happening behind the scenes in Hollywood, specifically involving Diddy and the way he allegedly treats the young people in his care. According to Williams, the situation goes far beyond ordinary family issues. He suggests that one young woman may have been pushed into presenting herself as an adopted daughter, creating a troubling dynamic that raises more questions than answers. If these claims hold any truth, they point to behavior that deserves real scrutiny. It's the kind of allegation that demands transparency, accountability, and a closer look from both the public and those with the authority to investigate.
Remember Ava Baroni Combs, the video that we shared and talked about together?
Ava Baroni Combs? Yes, it was breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child.
I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs.
I did some digging around and found some old photos that go back many years. She was with him when she was very, very young, so she is in fact his adopted daughter. Some are saying this woman in the background here is her mother, but nothing is confirmed. You can see she's been with him in interviews, hanging out with Diddy's daughters. She was seen everywhere with Diddy's daughter. Here's another one. And I mean, they go way back. And here's a few more. So it shows that, yes, indeed, they spent time together and they grew up together. This is, in fact, their sister and Diddy's adopted daughter. However, I found a video that is so suspect. I want you guys to check it out and tell me what you think.
This is my life.
I'm a lot of cars now.
This is because I am a great father, but I'm sleeping with the girl. Tell me, who do you have a crush on? Tell daddy the truth.
I don't know about you guys, but that video and the way Diddy's acting raises so many questions. So many are asking, where's Ava Baroni Combs now? This is the most recent photo I found. There's another one I'm going to show you, which is this one right here. But sisters and Diddy are nowhere to be found. She's all alone. So what do you guys?
In the video, Diddy appears seated beside a teenage girl who introduces herself in a quiet, almost hesitant voice. "My name is Ava. I'm a Scorpio," she says. When he asks for her full name, she first responds with Ava Combs, but quickly stops and corrects herself, stating Ava Barron instead. The shift is subtle, but it immediately raises eyebrows. Diddy then remarks that he has permission from Ava's mother, a comment that feels vague and strangely out of place for the moment. It's the kind of statement that prompts more questions than answers, especially given the public scrutiny surrounding him. At one point in the clip, he leans in and gives the girl a kiss on the cheek as she refers to him as Papa Combs, creating an exchange that many viewers found unusual. Ava later goes on to describe how she met his twin daughters, Delilah and Jessie, when she was much younger, offering a timeline that only adds to the confusion around their relationship. The entire interaction leaves a trail of unclear boundaries, unclear roles, and a growing list of points that deserve clarification.
Ava, I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Baroni.
Ava Baroni Combs? Yes, it was breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents but you're my child also. But please tell the story.
So, I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up and said to come inside and play with his kids.
Ava, that's like a little bit like borderline suspect. I don't want nobody, we want to get it clear. I adopted you like Madonna adopted kids and everybody else adopted kids, Charlize Theron, everybody that's ever adopted Sandra Bullock. I adopted you because I felt that you could, enjoy also having a black parent to take care of you and help you out. So, just clarify it because it's crazy out here online. So I played with the kids and I got permission from your mother and to say all of that just to make it because it's crazy out here.
Well, I met Jessie and Delilah when I was 6 months old.
6 months.
And then we basically are sisters, all four of us. So, and then I always come over.
Yeah.
And
it's Ava Baroni Combs. Let's go.
On Instagram, a fan account had previously posted photos of Ava spending time with Diddy's twin daughters, describing her as their close friend. But once the video began circulating and raising concern, TMZ released a report offering a different explanation. According to their sources, Diddy never legally adopted Ava Barron, and the entire scenario seen in the clip was supposedly part of a planned skit. Even with that clarification, many viewers were left unsettled. If the moment was scripted, why did Ava appear so tense? Was she overwhelmed by the environment, unsure of her role, or simply uncomfortable with the situation? And more importantly, what purpose does a skit like this serve? The lingering questions have fueled speculation online. Some commenters wonder whether the video was intended to poke fun at something involving Ava's real family, while others are unsure what message it was meant to convey at all. These concerns have grown louder, especially as people revisit earlier claims made by Jaguar Wright about the circumstances surrounding Ava's connection to the Combs family overall. The incident highlights a broader need for transparency and context, particularly when young people are involved and when public figures blur the line between entertainment and real life.
Unseen Ava Baroni? The little white girl that Diddy adopted. Where did he get her from? Was she the pick of the litter? Those poor babies. You know, people should go back and do a little research in the 90s, especially in the mid-late 90s and early 2000s. The diddler used to throw white parties in Bangkok and Dubai and in Morocco, where child prostitution is legal. He's been snatching up little kids for decades. I also heard that he was banished from certain hot spots where child prostitution is legal for his abuse. Hey, thanks for Flavor Camp, huh? I hate when people choose not to believe me.
This is where the situation becomes even more concerning for Ava, because the court record suggests that the environment around Diddy has been unstable for years. If the allegations are accurate, even some of his own children appear to have been exposed to behaviors that raise serious red flags. In that context, it's difficult to say with confidence that Ava faces no potential risk. In June, while closing arguments were underway in Diddy's federal case involving racketeering and human trafficking allegations, a new civil lawsuit was filed against both Diddy and his son, Justin. The complaint stems from an alleged incident in 2017. According to filings submitted in a Los Angeles court, a woman claims Justin Combs used his father's reputation to persuade her to travel from Louisiana to Los Angeles with the promise of career opportunities and industry connections. Once she arrived, the woman alleges she was confined for an entire weekend and assaulted by several individuals, including both Diddy and Justin. These are civil allegations, not proven facts, but they carry significant weight given the broader legal landscape surrounding Diddy. Another point circulating online, one that comes largely from interviews and long-standing rumors, is the claim that Justin may not be Diddy's biological son. Former Bad Boy security officer Gene Deal discussed these claims at length in past interviews, though they've never been verified and remain part of public speculation rather than documented fact. What all of this shows is a pattern of unresolved questions, ongoing legal disputes, and an environment that appears chaotic at best. When you add Ava into that mix, the concerns about her safety and well-being only grow stronger.
Think that Diddy is actually Justin's father?
I wouldn't know. You know, but I make indie windows like, damn, how your son look like your best friend? If he like it, I love it.
And listen, and it don't matter now, you know, everybody grown, but it's just like when I look at Justin and I look at Christian and I look at Chance and Delilah and Jesse James, I'm like, he's the oddball. And I know they got different moms, so I get it.
Right.
But I'm like, I don't know about that one.
You don't see Diddy in him
at all. Not even his build. Or his height. Nothing. Like,
it's people that said that he looked like Wolf, but I wasn't there.
Okay. And by Wolf, you mean Anthony Wolf Jones?
Yeah, Anthony Wolf Jones.
Yes.
And I wouldn't say that, you know, Misha says Diddy says his. They happy? I'm ecstatic.
Okay. You were even the Manny for Quincy and Christian and Quincy, right?
Huh?
The Manny, the male nanny or something.
No, I don't know what you talking about. Nanny, Manny.
You were secure though, but something. But you basically
no, we don't do that Manny shit.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, what I was that when we go out, you know, I took. Christian was a baby. You know what I'm saying? When I was around them, Christian was 1 year old and all, like a newborn 1 year old. But badass Quincy and Quincy was bad.
Okay.
Yeah, and Justin, you know, Misha would tie his ass up, so he wouldn't try, because all I had to do is say, yo, Misha, Justin is acting up. And she was like, yo, put him on the phone or say something. Misha wasn't playing that.
Okay.
But Justin got away with, Quincy get away with murder, because Kim was overcompensating for him. So you see,
if the rumors suggesting that Justin was actually the son of Wolf Jones were ever proven true, the next question would naturally be, what became of Wolf? And why wasn't he present to raise his own child? That's where the story takes a darker turn. Wolf Jones lost his life in a tragic nightclub shootout, a case that has long circulated through industry conversations and internet speculation. Former Bad Boy security officer Gene Deal has spoken publicly about the incident, offering his own personal theories and interpretations of what happened. While his comments have fueled debate for years, they remain his perspective, not established fact.
One who opened the doors to Bad Boy and BMF down at Atlanta. That all came from Wolf. So I guess he wanted to move on and he needed his money, I guess, that he put up, or, you know, Wolf said it was 300,000. You know, I heard from a couple other people, it was probably a little bit more than that. But Wolf, I heard him say in the office, I had 300,000, man, when I first started messing with you, bro. I had 300,000. You understand? And I just want my money. I'm gonna stop, and then Puff said, yo, I'm gonna get your money. I'm gonna get your money. When I do this Universal, I think a Universal deal or something like that, he said, I'm gonna get your money.
And so the same people that Puffy was leaving Wolf for, and the same people that Puffy told Wolf he was leaving him for, it's the same people that ended up in Wolf. That's wild, man.
Well, you know, he told Wolf he didn't need Wolf no more. He said, I don't need you no more. And he said Meech told him, you know, that he didn't need Wolf no more. And he told Wolf that. And Wolf, it was like putting a battery in Wolf back, because Wolf did say this in the office. He said, nigga, them niggas ain't tough as you think they are. He ain't tough. Mitch ain't like that. He ain't tough as you think. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. So I think it was a battery put in Wolf back, but then in the instance when you are mad and upset, you ain't got your money, and then this chick is acting up or going crazy over here. One thing led to another.
Anthony Wolf Jones wasn't just another name in Diddy's circle, he was considered family. A longtime friend and trusted bodyguard, Wolf had been by Diddy's side since the earliest days of Bad Boy Records. He stood with him through the chaos of rising fame, the constant security risks, and even the 1999 Manhattan nightclub shooting that brought massive public scrutiny to Diddy's career. For years, Wolf was part of the inner structure that kept everything moving, but in 2003, the narrative shifted dramatically. On November 11th, Wolf and his friend Lamont Gertie lost their lives in a deadly confrontation outside an Atlanta venue called Club Chaos. What began as a typical night out in the fast-paced world of early 2000s, entertainment took a violent turn, according to reports and witness accounts. An argument reportedly sparked over a woman, one of those seemingly small disputes that could escalate quickly in high-pressure nightlife environments. Moments later, the situation erupted. Multiple shots were fired across the parking lot, ending with both men fatally wounded.
Putting the battery in Wolf back, talking about, I don't need you no more. When I do this universal deal, I'm gonna give you $300,000 and leave you the f alone. Wolf said, you could never leave me alone. You understand? He said, but them guys ain't tough like you think they are. So he putting a battery in this kid's back. You know, I'm listening to all this right there, but Wolf don't care. He said, yo, them ain't like that. I'm telling you, he ain't like that. You understand? Papa was talking about, I don't need you no more. I don't need you no more. You understand? I'm good. So whatever happened to them in Atlanta, happened to them in Atlanta. Wolf decide to, when they come outside, he shoots at Meech and them, which caught Meech in his buttocks. If you get caught in the buttocks, you're going in the opposite direction. So you didn't want it. Meech ain't want to do nothing to him because Meech had enough people and he had enough crew outside that he could handle that stuff. But the dude who got close to Wolf was the dude who that he put down with BMF. It was his dude from Brooklyn that he put down because he needed some money. He was a shooter. Yo, Meech, look out for my man. Put him on your payroll. You need somebody to do work for you, just like that.
Investigators recovered several firearms at the scene, but it didn't take long for rumors to spread through Atlanta and beyond. People began suggesting that the confrontation wasn't simply the result of a nightclub dispute. It might have been tied to the Black Mafia family or BMF, a major criminal organization operating at the time. While none of these claims were confirmed in court, the speculation gained momentum quickly. Sources familiar with that era have said the tension between Wolf and individuals associated with BMF had reportedly been simmering for some time. The atmosphere around them had grown uneasy, and small disagreements were beginning to feel much larger. Former Bad Boy security officer Gene Deal later said he sensed trouble long before the night of the shooting. In his view, the tone had changed, the energy was shifting, and the situation was heading toward a breaking point well before any gunfire erupted.